Gaming Guy 88 here with another video. And I know it's been a couple weeks, but I was dealing with some issues of my dog's health, and he actually ended up passing away back on August 9th. So this video is for him. This is a top 5 video on my favorite Dreamcast games. Now, first up, at number 5, we have Monaco Grand Prix. Now, the reason this is in my top 5, and it's probably not in anyone else's top 5, but I have some good memories with this game and playing it. It's actually a really good racing game. I've just always had a lot of fun playing it. It controls really well. Graphics are nice. It's a Formula 1 style racing game, and I just remember playing this one day, and my dog Xavier, he's been in past videos of mine, he was sitting in my lap one day while I was playing this game in the living room on my Dreamcast. That's a good memory to have with this particular game. Next up is House of the Dead 2, which I don't have the manual for just yet, but this is a really intense game. The game that I played the most in this series was House of the Dead 3 on the original Xbox, but House of the Dead 2 is also a very challenging game. Just like with the other House of the Dead games, it's meant to be played with a light gun, and obviously that way you can have more precision with your gameplay. Next up at number 3, we have Jet Grind Radio. It's a game where you're just grinding with rollerblades and doing graffiti, and it's a lot of fun. This is a game that really needs to make a comeback, and I know that there's been a couple of games since the release of Jet Grind Radio Future, the sequel to this game, that have mimicked the gameplay and art style. But if this series can make a comeback, an official comeback from Sega, then that would be great. And next up is the first game that I ever played on the Dreamcast, and that was Crazy Taxi. This game originally was a timed exclusive to the Dreamcast, but then later it got ported to the PS2 as well as the GameCube. It's just a whole lot of fun. You're driving around your customers to their destinations, and you have to do it within a certain time limit. It's just a lot of fun. And last but not least, at number 1 is my favorite Dreamcast game of all time, and that is Shenmue. What can be said about Shenmue that hasn't already been said? It's gotten a sequel, and then that sequel also got a sequel, so there's 3 Shenmue games, thankfully. The first one here, you get to walk around in a highly detailed 3D world in Japan. You do martial arts, and it's a really good story that takes place. You get to just be involved with all of it as it all takes place. But yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching, and until next time, you all take care.